So here we are looking at the K2 Subculture. It's new for this year. We rode a 156 and we paired it with the Hurthane bindings. And this is much more mellow board. And it's got, I think they mentioned, and from what it looks like here, it might be flat to rocker, or it might have the same kind of like elevated camber. I think it has an elevated camber.
Same, yeah, elevated camber. Flat.
Okay, yeah. So it's got an elevated camber, which it felt like it was pretty poppy. It was very soft, like kind of medium soft, wouldn't you say?
Medium.
Yeah, I got medium.
I got medium right in the middle.
Okay, and it's pretty easy to butter and press, and it's got a decent pop. It's definitely feels like it's more on the park side than an all-mountain freestyle board, but it's like got that kind of like, hey, I'm gonna pop off, I'm gonna go hit jumps. I can hit, you know, a rail or a jib, and then, you know, I don't know so much about the pipe, because the edge hold wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But I think it's like it could be a spring pipe board, but that's about it. And then you know, riding around the mountain on groomers, regular switch felt just the same either way. And it's a smooth ride. It's got a decent bass, but it didn't really like, you know, it didn't like say like, hey, this is, you know, I'm one of the best park boards out there. But it also said, like, if you ride in mainly good conditions, I think it would be a really good board. Like, if you're riding in conditions like this most of the time, like soft, wonderful snow.
See, I'd buy her a drink at the bar, but I wouldn't take her home. I thought it was pretty fun. Like, once I got to talking to her, I wasn't interested in taking her home. But it was pretty fun for me.
And I felt like for an all-mountain freestyle rider who likes to carve regular and switch, for an all-mountain freestyle rider who likes to carve regular and switch, I wouldn't say like, I wouldn't say it's the best when laying into a carve, even with this added camber. Yes, somebody's taking a safety brake, and it's coming along. That's a big safety brake.
It is.
So anyways, we're, you know, I think all in all, this is a pretty fun board. You know, it's definitely not a good ride favorite, but if you get this board, you're not going to be disappointed unless you get this on the East Coast in icy conditions. Yeah. But otherwise, I think it's a pretty playful, fun, like park board to, you know, all mountain freestyle board, as long as you're not really into laying out like hard cars. But it's fun and short and medium radius turns, and it's very playful. You could play all around on the mountain on this.
I think a younger rider, or kind of a beginner rider, would have an absolute blast on this. Very playful, definitely. You know, super easy, just edge to edge, just going around, but you're really not going to lock in a super hard carve. You're not going to want to bomb from top to the bottom of the mountain as fast as you can. Well, you know, it's got great...
I did anyway.
Yeah, you did anyway, of course, but you're going to do that.
But you guys had a good time in the park in this.
Once again, had a great time doing just everything with this board, but it didn't scream out at me in any one division or another, you know? I think this is just going to be an all-around, all-mountain freestyle board that you're just going to have a lot of fun on all day long in nice conditions. Yeah,
it's very much for the playful rider.
Yep.
And it was a good board. It was a really good board, but it just didn't blow minds. Jimbo, what'd you think?
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you guys on most of these things. I found that short radius turns, like I'm talking like, that's where it would wash out sometimes. And on the medium radius a little bit too. I gave it a low score for the really short turns. I had fun going at high speeds with big long carves. I found it held the edge pretty good, and I could take it across and up the hill. You know what I mean? Like in a flash, just drop the rail and fang it up the hill across the trail. But that was fun.